Set up. Go. Ready. Hut. Set. Ready. On the set. Set up. On the double. Ready. Ready. Break. Hut. Set. Check go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Down. Go. Let's go now. Hut. Ready, set. Ready. Ready. Set up. Got it. Ready. Ready. Come on. Hut. Ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Patriots coming up next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the first half, and we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are already starting to look forward to the draft, but I still think this team has a chance to win some games down the stretch.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The Cunningham's throw here taken in by Gesicki. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The Patriots at 0-8 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. First time they've hooked up here, good for 17 on a first down. Cunningham looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Now Howe.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
The numbers for McLaurin a week ago.
5 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, they stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Howe throwing on 3rd down here. A short one there, caught by Granson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. A play fake, now Cunningham. He'll buy some time right.
Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball.
There he goes, right side. He's got room at the 30. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now Jones. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Cunningham to throw. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 47. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England's offense set to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside and kind of start over and put together a nice drive?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham, flush to it, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Right at the 50-yard line. With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington first down.
Hitting Samuel on the slant. 12 more yards there and another first down. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they go play action with Hal. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Another throw for Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
18 Radley.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss brings us 3rd and 3.
Here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 57 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Now Cunningham. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Cunningham. Under pressure, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're going to try and throw. Looking for right, and he finds him. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Patriots. Brock Wright in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Folk connects on the extra point, and
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And this one already a 2-touchdown game as they've just gone to halftime. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Terrace Marshall, a touchdown reception. Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here is Washington now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
But now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Powell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Powell now to throw it. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sam Howell with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings brings up second.
Cunningham to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Cunningham's throw taken in by Thornton. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This is taken around the 12. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Back to throw, Howell. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
1st down, Commanders.
Off play action. It's Howell. A short one there, caught by Granson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. He's got it. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England's offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Cunningham. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Cunningham. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Cunningham. That's to his running back. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That one caught by the tight end Bates. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a first down throw. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Cunningham, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now Cunningham, rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the committee.